Meghan Markle is trying to make a comeback. Again. But this time, she's not crying about the royal family, not playing the victim, and not dropping another Netflix documentary nobody asked for. Now, Meghan wants the world to see her as a wholesome, down-to-earth woman who finds joy in cooking simple meals in her million-dollar garden. Sounds heartwarming, right? Almost like she's finally stepping into her own lane. But here's the thing. Have we ever seen Meghan Markle do anything without borrowing a blueprint from someone else? From the first promo shots to those carefully rehearsed lines about cooking as an act of love, everything about this project feels like it was ripped straight out of someone else's playbook. Pamela Anderson just launched a show exactly like this. Soft lighting, minimal makeup, home-cooked meals, and suddenly Meghan's out here acting like she just invented the concept. In this video, we're breaking down exactly how Meghan's cooking show is just the latest example of her borrowing from better, more talented women while still trying to sell the world this fantasy that she's some kind of groundbreaking creative force. And if you're thinking, oh, maybe it's just a coincidence, then stick around. Because by the end of this video, you'll see that when it comes to Meghan Markle, nothing is ever a coincidence. Let's get into it. So, Meghan Markle's new Netflix show With Love. Meghan just dropped its trailer and, to no one's surprise, it's sparking a major debate. But what is everyone really talking about? It's not just the cooking or the entertaining, it's the striking similarities to another celebrity cooking show. And guess who the show reminds everyone of? Pamela Anderson. Yes, you heard that right. The Baywatch star. Now, you're probably asking yourself, is this a coincidence, or is Meghan simply playing copycat? Let's dig deeper into this because, quite frankly, the comparisons are hard to ignore. Both trailers start with these dreamy garden scenes. They both feature the stars walking around, admiring fresh produce, with the promise of showing us how to elevate everyday meals into something extraordinary. But wait, here's where it gets interesting. Both Meghan and Pamela open their trailers with nearly identical lines. Pamela says, "I love to cook. I've always wanted to take things to another level." While Meghan's line is, "I've always loved taking something pretty ordinary and elevating it." Coincidence? Or is this a case of Meghan's producers not even trying to come up with something fresh? Let's step back for a second and think about this. Meghan Markle, a former actress turned duchess with a global platform, a massive Netflix deal, and a reputation for being a trailblazer in the media, is now facing accusations of copying. Is it fair to call her out for this? Or is this just part of the cutthroat world of Hollywood, where ideas are borrowed, tweaked, and recycled all the time? On one hand, some might say this is nothing new in show business. After all, many successful shows are inspired by other successful ones. But here's the rub. Meghan is not just another actress. She's a public figure who has made a career out of promoting her authenticity. She constantly tells the world how different she is and how much of a force for good she wants to be. She's painted herself as someone who's breaking away from the old norms. So, when she puts out a trailer that feels eerily similar to someone else's, is that authentic, or is she just jumping on a bandwagon? Let's take a deeper look at this. Pamela Anderson, for instance, has built an authentic brand over the years. She's never been shy about her past in Hollywood, embracing her role as a sex symbol, but has since reinvented herself. She's even written a memoir and starred in her own documentary, and now her cooking show is showing us a side of her that's completely unexpected. She's taken what many saw as a trashy image and transformed it into something heartfelt, personal, and real. So, when people see Meghan walking in that garden, looking just like Pamela, is it just a nod to a successful format, or does it feel like something more? Some fans are furious, saying Meghan's show is a blatant copy. They argue that this isn't just a case of being inspired by Pamela, it's a direct imitation. The garden scenes, The wholesome vibe, the way both women talk about cooking, it's almost identical. One person even commented online, "If you watch Pamela's trailer and then Meghan's, you'll see that Meghan's just ripped it off." It's freaky how similar they are. And it's not just the visuals, it's the whole concept. In a world where celebrities are constantly looking for their next big project, there's no denying that trends repeat. But the question remains, when does it cross the line from homage to outright copying? But then, let's consider another side of the story. Is it possible that Meghan, who's been in the public eye for years, is just trying to carve out her own niche in an industry that's notoriously difficult to break into? She's always had a passion for giving back, for creating a positive impact on the world. Her podcast, her public speaking, her charity work, they all point to someone who wants to be more than just a celebrity. So, is it so wrong that she might be borrowing a concept that worked for someone else? After all, we see this kind of thing happen all the time in the media. Think about all the remakes and reboots we've seen in Hollywood. Whether it's movies, TV shows, or even books, there's always something that's inspired by what came before. However, Meghan's situation is different. When she took on the royal title, she didn't just inherit a name, she inherited a legacy. Her every move has been under intense scrutiny, and with that comes the expectation to do something groundbreaking, something different. But here's the thing, with love, Meghan doesn't feel groundbreaking. It feels familiar, and that's a huge problem for someone who's built her entire persona on being authentic. So the real question is, can Meghan truly be authentic when she's leaning so heavily on others' ideas? Let's not forget, Meghan's career has always been in the shadow of others. She's been compared to Princess Diana, to Catherine, Princess of Wales, and now to Pamela Anderson. But what happens when you're constantly in comparison with others? Does it stop you from finding your own voice? Or does it make you a better version of yourself? In this case, some might say that Meghan's borrowing from those who've succeeded before her is just another example of her trying to fit in, trying to find a place in the spotlight. And let's be honest, this isn't the first time Meghan has been accused of copying. Her style, her speeches, even her business ventures have all faced scrutiny for looking too much like what others have done, from her wedding dress to her book The Bench. There have been numerous occasions where Meghan has been accused of borrowing from those who came before her. But in the world of fame, imitation is often seen as the sincerest form of flattery, right? Still, the question lingers, is it enough to be inspired by someone else, or does it need to be more? Should Meghan have made a bolder choice for her Netflix debut, something that didn't remind the world of someone else's show? As we continue to watch Meghan's journey unfold, the question remains, will she ever step out of the shadows of those she's compared to, or will she continue to lean on the backs of others to stay relevant? Time will tell, but one thing is certain, the world is watching, and the spotlight is only getting brighter. This entire situation begs the ultimate question, is this just another calculated move in Meghan's media strategy? Or is she, in fact, trying to find something real, something that belongs to her? The clock is ticking, and with every move she makes, more eyes are watching. Will Meghan rise above the noise, or will she remain just another celebrity trying to capitalize on the fame of others? So, after everything we've explored today, we're left with a simple question. Is Meghan Markle truly creating something original, or is she simply recycling ideas from others? From Her with Love, Meghan's show closely mirroring Pamela Anderson's, to the ongoing comparisons with Princess Diana and Catherine, Princess of Wales. It's clear that Meghan's journey in the public eye is one of both admiration and scrutiny. Whether or not she's trying to find her own voice, or is simply following a trend, only time will tell. But here's where I want to hear from you. What do you think? Do you believe Meghan is genuinely trying to make a unique mark in the entertainment world? Or is she just riding the coattails of those who came before her? Do the similarities with Pamela Anderson's show raise any red flags for you? Or is this just the way the industry works? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I love hearing what you have to say. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. I'll be back with more royal commentary, celebrity analysis, and the latest gossip you won't want to miss. Thanks for watching.